And with this, I suppose we are ready to wrap up CRAN's 2026 Biomarkers Conference. We are extremely humbled and so very grateful for the support and the engagement throughout these last 2 days. It has been such a privilege to host you and to be able to guide you through the conference programming as we've moved through the agenda. We have engaged in some incredibly insightful discussions, but our work does not end here. It really is just beginning, and I'll pass it over to CRAN's President and CEO, Filomena Servidio-Italiano, to tell you where we go from here.
Thanks very much, Cassandra. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Based on the feedback we have received over the course of the 2 days, I believe it has been a highly successful 2-day conference, and the outcomes will most certainly be published to ensure we continue to drive change for the better. Before I rightly thank everyone, I do have a few closing remarks that I'd like to make. At last year's Biomarkers Conference, I promised I would move forward with part 2 of our CGP research project in solidarity with our patient group partners who feel just as passionately about this issue as we do, because the objective is to continue to generate evidence to support CGP's utility in the management of metastatic cancers, in helping to extend cancer patient survival through the use of precision meds, and I have kept that promise. In partnership with Signal 49 Research, we are well underway with part 2 of our project, as relayed through my PowerPoint slides delivered through the patient group roundtable. I also promised we would schedule meetings with the various ministries of health to share the findings of the first phase of our CGP project, and we are actually in the process of facilitating those meeting requests. And lastly, I promised we would collaborate with as many stakeholders as possible across Canada to advocate for CGP and unleash the full potential of innovation. I believe I have kept my promise, as we have increased our partnerships by 40%. But our work must continue to increase across the cancer care continuum and landscape. Effective partnerships amongst clinicians, pathologists, researchers, MLTs, regulators, diagnostic companies, patient groups, and industry. From research collaborations and clinical decision support to data collection through data registries and analysis. We need to continue to focus on knowledge sharing through events such as this one, and cooperation is required to accelerate precision oncology with the ultimate goal of improving metastatic cancer patient outcomes. I am making an urgent plea. Again, anything less is absolutely unacceptable. Allow me to thank our patient groups who supported this initiative and/or participated in our conference. Thank you for your dedication to our partnership. Ladies and gentlemen, these patient groups work tirelessly every day to improve the lives of patients afflicted with an unbearable diagnosis, and they do it without ever complaining about the toll it takes on them personally. Our conference was made possible this year because of the generous financial support of our industry partners. Their support brought this national conference to fruition, for which I and my team are truly appreciative. Each sponsor has placed their trust and faith in us to ensure that we once again host a high caliber event, capturing the outcomes in a publication. Thank you, Merck, AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson, Astellas, Illumina, Incyte, Pfizer, Amgen, Bristol Myers Squibb, Eisai, GSK, Novartis, and Servier. I am truly humbled by your support. CCRAN was delighted by the illustrious steering committee who helped guide content development, led by Dr. Monica Krysanowska and Dr. Shantanu Banerjee. They were all quite exceptional, a number of whom, by the way, participated in the actual conference. We are grateful for their dedication on the advancement of the conference curriculum, and I am so grateful to every expert who participated in our conference. To my team, my fabulous and unmatched team at CCRAN, who once again, without fail, worked determinedly to bring you all a flawless event from which you could derive great benefit. Thank you, Cassandra, Shalini, Maytal, Alyssa, Himanshi, Kushbu, Shadiman, Adriana, Frank, Lena, Felicia, and Dawn for executing on another outstanding national conference. I say this all the time, and I truly mean it. I believe I have the best team available to any head of a patient group, and I consider myself blessed to call them my colleagues, upon whom I rely completely, and without whom I most certainly would be lost. In addition to providing a high level of expertise, they put their hearts into everything they do at CCRAN to help ameliorate cancer patient journeys. Thank you all, team. And finally, to our viewers, thank you for having tuned in over the course of the 2 days. It is my sincere hope that you have derived some benefit from having participated in our conference. But in particular, I wish to thank our patients and caregivers, on whose behalf we work tirelessly every day, and for whom we are unapologetically, overly passionate about the work with which we are entrusted. Each of you have provided us a mandate, which we take very seriously and will not forsake. Ladies and gentlemen, I would be most appreciative of your feedback regarding our conference by having you complete our very brief evaluation form, which will be sent via email or can be accessed by scanning the QR code on the slide. Your feedback is extremely important to me because it allows us to continue to improve on the delivery of patient-focused content. Till next time, my friends, I wish you well. And please know that you will receive the recordings of the sessions very soon. My very best to you and Godspeed. Good night.